As a country, we don't come far as an independent nation. Plenty can say 60 years of independence, which we don't achieve. Well, my own simple answer to that is this. For make progress as a nation, not so easy thing. Not to one person in business, not to one tribe or region. It therefore take all effort to make we move the nation. We can pray today so that all which we don't learn in 60 years as an independent nation, we go use them for good before. We don't fight, we don't divide, we don't do plenty bad things then we do what we did today. We're not proud of ourselves. And as how I hear it inside the Kituba, where you want to make somebody be patriotic, you pick yourself if you want to be proud of you. Now for make you don't say you don't succeed, you do good things then. You know the tell us go that ain't gonna go boast for you about who that you be. But the one thing very interesting about this nation who we have to take seriously, and the fact say we accept say God now create you all, God now responsible for all now, and that now we get for all get for go answer to. And that God day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing is impossible for him. Anything we want to do, they do them. Waiting what a man the fee say not possible, it make them possible. That now right across the Christian and the Muslim. So we can have today for mark this occasion by on this Juma through this Juma prayer, come on ask come back. Plenty man can say we don't wait 60 years. Me, I can say, I will say, we don't wait 60 years. Most of the nations and way we they admire, also want for go live, they're not being just scrap and be the beautiful and great nations where they be today. They go through wars, they go through the young stages. Waiting they do, where most important, we make with the admire them today, they learn from the lessons of all the problems that we then go through, and then decide for make say, one, we know the faith again. We will talk about democracy, now for make we able to change power from one group of people or from one person to another in a peaceful way. Now that democracy they about. May we all agree saying that this person is the leader, now this party is the lead way. So now make all that they be. What will they talk about? Institutions. Then create an institution then they for mediate. Okay, constitution now for regulate how things they happen in the country. So me own prayer to God today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now for make it accept we with all we see in this nation. But make you know say with all the challenges and we see that we continue for look up to them. For make it guide me. For make it protect me. And for make we give you the leadership we need. We get the people at heart. We will make we change for the better. Today, we don't gather. Sunday, the Christian and we simply gather back. But one beautiful thing we will celebrate. We will not the evening celebrate. Now the fact say, we Muslim then, we Christian then, we gather together and pray under the same roof. Sometimes we share the altar. This nothing will not possible other side in the world. We take her for granted because we don't get problem with her. We did all the time. But if we get for export anything around the world, for me they know say a special group of people that live in the world where they take God, that one they get a different name, the other one they get a different name. But all say no sin at God.
Welcome to another beautiful edition of a program we had right on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, where they discuss a lot of things them, and in most cases them we can actually hold the government to account on different things them. Well, right now we are live from KENEMA. Also, the government they present in SCORECARD to the people of the country. Well, for make we able for see how best we can able for assess the thing, the achievements, or you can say the success, the challenges, or whatever name you want to call them, of the government. We get big people that we don't join me inside this particular show. Of course, Lawrence Day with we na Inge for do most of the talking on behalf of the team. And then you get Abubakar Joe Sise, where they na the Strategic Communications Unit, na the Ministry of Information and Communication. In don they talk plenty one for and on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone. You as well get Abubakar Telu, where na the project officer, campaign for good governance, na KENEMA district office. And you get Abu Kaloko, when a managing editor for Success newspaper. Interestingly, I like the name Success newspaper. So these are the people where we actually get inside the program today for let them talk about this particular thing. And by the way, let me remember you, the government of Sierra Leone, they present in scorecard to journalists and civil society activists them all over the country. Well, then they do them na KENEMA. Remember say the civil society and the journalists, they always they serve as a liaison. In other words, they serve as middleman between the government and the people. Now, most of the things that the government need for the channel them to then set of people there. Yeah? So, and in most cases, the journalists for serve as a checkmate for the all the government to account. Well, like I said, this is not the set of people that will don't join me inside the program today. For let me talk about this particular thing. Me just to introduce the program for Lawrence, where we will take the rest of the discussion for let me go as and how it's supposed to be. Lawrence, over to you. Welcome to the show.
As government officials and heads of MDAs, and they don't get for the 2 days now, they present the scorecard to the members of the public, to the media, and that of CSOs. And as Yati mentioned with Minaya, I guess Abubakar Joe from the Strategic Communications Unit of the Ministry of Information and Communications, and of course, Abu Kaloko, Managing Editor, Success Newspaper. So we get Mr. Abubakar Tailu, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, when the Campaign for Good Governance representative for KENEMA district. And so I'm going to start with Abubakar Joe. Joe, you're now live, and we want to know.
So, before you start, Lawrence, before you start, anybody where they speak, the man when they enter the camera, let it just come so we see in face fine, yeah?
Okay. Yes, he knows exactly what to do.
Thank you very much. So go ahead, the program now you.
Yeah. So, Joe, now let's start as the ministry, the organizers of this particular event, and so far so good. What's your impression and what form of satisfaction una get from all those the things that with MDs they don't say in the 2 days now on there, and when una make up of as a government?
Well, what you call it for Kandu, they actually can do, and because we asked them for Kandu presentations on largely the achievements, because then different institutions there, so now they implement government policy there. So now there shall be more past any other person. That is why we call them for can do them presentation they also too. And so far we don't see the things saying at the right. Although some man will say the time not enough for them, but again when you look at the other session we get for them with the deliberations, question and answers, etc. Waiting the able for present whilst then they do the presentation, they can also get the opportunity in the other session there for talk on them. So we don't say they don't do them presentations there, and are mostly senior officials in the state. So instances you see ministers or deputy ministers, or we also see permanent secretaries, they do them presentation. We also don't see directors, they do them presentation. And most of the information we will see say supposed to be out, they don't put it outside the public domain through the media and also the civil society activists that we call here. So on the whole, I think say it has gone on according to plan, and without achieve objective.
Okay, I will come back to you, Joe. Now I'll go to Kaloko. Kaloko, you being a media professional and you're very, very highly critical about issues. tell me what are the issues that we observe from the presentation. You can actually deal with any specific presentation so far where you get really serious concerns about and how they handle that.
Okay, thank you very much. I greet you from KENEMA and my family. 2 days now running at KENEMA, all MDs and they do them presentation on what they don't do over the years. But as we go some of the presentation, they're not able to in-depth as me man or illustrator because of time or so. Then we're not able to see some ministry, when a key ministry like MD, we're not able to see the Ministry of Labor. I don't know if they're not carried or not, we're not able to see that from. It's a very important institution where it comes from government issues. Then the Minister of Sport does one presentation yesterday where most of the issues that we raise, then we get a lot of questions for us. But because of time, especially this recent Leon Star, where some man they say secret travel, where they go to Dubai, where they go play a team B, where a very derogatory to where as a country. For like with national team go play a team B and not able to come out with any result in relating to the finance business, how they use the money where they get for. But like we so find it all about the approval of the money. Officially, you know, get for do with anything with the Ministry of Finance. I understand say most of them money in a way don't pass certain threshold. Now state out they approve them on. So one get clear understand what they go on with the approval of budget allocation to Leon Stars and SLAP and all other issues. I hope say as they go settle back the strategic communication, it will make some of them clear to it. So Lord left for the rest some of them misconception because most of them then they arise because we don't know. We can just speculate and when you keep way out of the dark from the dark, we speculate. So as they go on, we left for the
okay. I will ask you this one question before I come to Tailu. Yes. Now, the ministry and some other government officials, including the Minister of Information, regard this particular event or it as a scrutiny exercise, as a process where MDs can and present a report card, they will scrutinize them. Do you think that particular aspect, the scrutiny aspect of this whole exercise is being fulfilled or achieved in your view based on the presentation? Look at the time allocations, the number of ministries and everything.
Well, I would say partly fulfilled, but one thing for commend the ministry, even the idea itself, for come out with different sets of people. You know, I know which side, whether it's critical or so, for come out with for in the round table, the idea itself is good by the ministry. Well, like no one they get some of them, it's their open discussion now. But in as much they go left for the improve on some of them, wait for response to the issue there. Then once any issue will raise up like this year, by the time they come with the other, let the same issue not be flagged up. Let that be addressed now. But the same issues they keep for arise year in, year out. So it's like when they go back, then they relax or special monitoring all this from the MIC for all we know, what they don't do for address a certain issue will be not raised from the year under review. So for let and they address the issue. So now they do the same thing over and over.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me come now to Tailu from the civil society wing, where then I can be at district here. KENEMA district, sorry, Samuel. So to start with, what's your observation?
Thank you very much. One thing I observe about this kind of session, I think this is unprecedented because a high level will see government officials can forgive accountability of the stewardship in office. I think this, if I'm not a mistake, this is not the third time we see members of the MDAs and they come, they engage the press, they engage CSO, forgive account of what they do over the years, and they allow questions from the floor. I think this is a very, very good move because if this happens, you waiting at the office, you know, say you get for come meet the people, you get for come meet the press, you get for come meet CSO, and we're not the watchdog. So this is an opportunity where we get direct contact with the ministers, the MDA for ask questions. However, a few things come out from which I observe. Like what brother be say, they don't give enough time to the panelists to present because they say 7 minutes. So by the time they do the presentation, they don't time don't go. So they not give actual more detail we supposed to know. But I pick a few things where I want to bring out, like the lands ministry. The minister yesterday, they talk about individuals or citizens for invest. Somebody will raise question why they need to build low-cost housing. Now, if answer say land day, and people then do not get money. But the problem is people are not willing to come out for invest. And I'll start to know say about 7 or 8 of the investors who don't come now, all are foreigners, and I cause for concern. I think now times like this, we get people the way naturally, if Sierra invest and house the problem, it help the citizens, it help even Sierra they help the economy rather than bringing in foreigners. The other one I observe again are from the water resources. I think the water resources, they need much to do. About 2 or 3 years or 4 years ago, we see inside them put up structures for them public toilets, then 4 flush, and they all over schools, the public places. But one thing that is sad, that those things are more like white elephants. Those on day, they know they use them, or no day, So now some other things they are one actually they look up to. Because now Boko money they take for invest for put up in structure there. But not just like white elephants, they're just living there, they're not being used for the purpose who they have been built.
So as a CSO, una get responsibility for like monitor some of them projects and this, assess the status and effective use of them facilities and the way government or donor them will construct for the community people for render service, welfare services to the people, and report on when people find out. Why is it that all said it seems as if this one comes to your knowledge based on the presentation of the water resources people, and what appears to in the district? What when they actually they do for addressing of them?
We don't talk about that issue. We don't go on radio. We don't even engage in ministry. The problem, what they say, because when they construct the facilities and they may see part of the camp because they put the tank, they build a tank up. Yeah. Because water day you don't go use that. So the problem is the tanks are there, but resources not there for let the game of for put water inside. Probably if you don't make borehole so that the water will go inside, but for say for get machine, put water, get balls that can put inside all over, and I met many of those structures. The resources are not there. So I wonder how they may think about the question of this and how sustainable for this. Now, very, very sad event anyway.
Okay, so let me come back to Joe City, and very important question I want to ask. This event, we don't get them for this are the 3rd year in a row where the ministry organizes event. And at some point, the minister will tell me, last year, that the government don't meet over 90% of the manifesto commitments that Napoyano more than they do it. So my question to you is, how all of those don't translate to reducing the 3 central problems of economic development and growth, which are poverty, unemployment, and inequality?
Okay, before I do that, quickly, I'll address one of 2 things. Yeah? One, the time management, I think they already manage time well, because they already present, they manage the time well, because in 5 to 7 minutes, we can show achievements. You can able to speak to the achievement in 5 to 7 minutes, but they can start introduction, mandate, by telling the waiting, they don't spend time, what they made and call them. So that's the reason why. Yeah. And the boy and I be talk about outcome, not present labor, not the presentation they still go on, but outcome, yes, the ministries that they present under, for them institutions there, because the presentations are done in clusters. Now the international development plan with the top on there. So that's why they see that the ministries that they present for every institutions the way they under them. So that makes sense. So their agency, then department, go see them there. You understand? Then now I just address this issue, but this water also before I come to the question proper. That was the thing me know. Then get people in way they na area, we na they get responsibility for them tank in day. When they can supply water, now then they sell the water, all them business so they need for that now 150,000 about so they for go pay back to Guma, then get the next supply. Most of them people in there not end up give them money in there. Yeah. So and water, everything who want free in this country. Not to say the any side of the world. Water, they go for process and all the rest of it. Now money that they spend for that. The other kind of say pay small, people now for paying nothing. At the end of the day, then they turn back again. You can't blame government. But if they say, then they say this sell water, pay the money back, let them come give fresh supply. Then they do it. Then the tank ready. You can't make it come back again. We never take any responsibility as citizens. Everything a government no more problem. I don't think say it correct. So when you go to other countries, citizens really they take charge of them here and it don't work for them. I don't know what's wrong with we. Yeah, there's no account to the issue of them one day. My brother, we must not build in a day. We don't go far. The issue of addressing poverty,
inequality, and unemployment.
Yes, poverty. The way they address poverty, the policies, the way they put in place, the social policy, then it help or improve somebody in life. Yeah, like what the president make free quality education in flagship project. Now one major way down there for pet poverty, you know go see it happen now. But it'll be me and you to know say if you come on a pop background, the only way they make you better tomorrow, you shall behave like first we get. Now we lambo.
But there are concerns about whether we education tailored to meet the demands of the job market. I think so, that are one of the concerns will come on inside the room, especially when the Ministry of Tertiary Basic Education.
So make an answer you definitely. Yeah. Now the curriculum the all from JSS now SSS, then they revisit the all. Even university don't change the curriculum for let them happy. When we go university, plenty man they go read Greek and Roman history and read all that thing. The way you can't do it's difficult for carpenter job. It is no longer the case. Go to the university now. The university get a lot of technical courses. Get courses the way you do them. You can't do. If they're unable to employ you, you will be able to create some employment for yourself. That is happening now as we talk. Government just expand the public university. They're all a technical university there. Yes, so that when you put some skill now, not to just empty paper in the car right. Tomorrow, and they help you for go before. Development of the middle level manpower. That's another way for help for pet poverty. People they not get skills. We don't know that this country will not put emphasis on skills development. Yeah, now we don't establish technical vocational institutions. That's not the reason why the president separates the Ministry of Education. It gets the basic and it gets technical and higher. Now for address down there, for instance, we develop the middle level manpower. Now, most of them institutions there this issue, then they train people them at that lower level with skills where they can tomorrow they can use for great job for themselves and great job for others. That's a huge way of fighting poverty. And we also know the ask said the question. Poverty, did it start today in Sierra? No. That's what they do. So now say if we had free quality education 10 years back, we then support them to get education now. Then when they for don't can that mass number where they cancel now, where they now the free quality education, where they benefit, where they land book. If they don't can 10, 15 years back, don't can. Shall transformation for them begin to take place. Fact. Yeah. So if we are starting now, we know what expect for you to sort of go one time. No country never do so in the world. If you talk again about job creation,
let's talk this free quality education.
Yes.
Because that the government and the president have this one. And now, plenty concerns when they come up, particularly when we don't see an increase in the passing in public exams. Yeah. And we saw this year over 100,000 people and pass the one that is senior school exams for make entry into university.
Yes.
Universities then set up and then draw the entry examination, where you get a lot of applicants then, where in the midst of them passing the way they get, they're still not able to pass basic university tests, when are just objective tests, where you have multiple choice questions then, and based on waiting they don't fit the exam. I can give you an example. I found Jala University, just for the public health program, the public health department, you have about 2,000 and more applicants then for that particular country. They draw exams. Now about less than 100 of them, less than 100 way pass where they take. So about over nearly 2,000 or 1,900 applicants where they reject alone at that side.
Okay.
So you want to question the quality of, because there were concerns whether at all WAEC or the government ways they just give them the mark, they don't say let my people go. Elections.
Okay. So that first is very preposterous for any kind of assumption, and they say, then just push Pikin there because election they can. So now this government they control WAEC. WAEC is an independent institution. Not only no more they take WAS. Liberia they take WAS, Gambia they take WAS, Ghana they take WAS, Nigeria they take WAS.
But we skip marks. We not skip marks, then pass marks, then get A1 in marks.
No, me not know about that one. They say person not sit. No, I don't know. So let's just address that issue they back what they say. Yeah, I think say the problem with you in this country we too get negative mindset. When we come in 2018, yeah, Pikin the 6 months when they fail massively, even the free quality education, we just not take 3 months, 4 months. People cause government say, hey, the free quality education don't fail so. Yes, we will not get no business for do that. Now under the previous administration, they Pikin they be the co-op. 2019, but they pass small, but they not pass better. People will damn now, government bad and damn. When they pass now, when they pass now, they not pass. Now pass and pass there. Is that the way we should be thinking as a nation? I don't think say it correct. Now, if you also they look at because they go set and they can fine. That is where I am coming. Okay. That is where I am coming. And we go for the accepted reality there. Yeah, we all don't go university. I'm sure you yourself don't go university. Me go FBC. Yeah, anyway, maybe there the facility will be there. It not been do for the number of people that they take. We may run a class, so then large art class there. We now go pass 150 inside class. You understand me? So from time we were going to university and Salomo say university infrastructure not enough to take that small number for us to be the pass. Now you don't talk about over 108,000 or so that pass we get requirement. I mean the university not go able to absorb the whole. We also have private universities there. You not go able. Yeah. So what can they do? They set exam and one way they use for reduce the number. Even job, when I go for job, we not always go apply for that job there. I'm sure. That qualification you know put for that job there. We not already go apply, you get them. If you not get them, you know they attend for go apply. But sometimes 5,000 people go apply. The office just wants 5 people. What do? They set exams. They shift our people. If you say they fail or where they say not pass the exam, they are stupid. They are not stupid. But you not pass the exam. You come out back. Then we come to interview. So further reduce the number. Say they get the other one. If you then publish this then exam there, other people they be done like mass communication all the time. I be go mass communication first 1 year or so before I come out there, I proceed to other departments. Yeah, I like to get a distinction to learn like everything. Now will be the distinction in the show, so no blame for the talk. I like to get to learn like everything. You don't go to that diagnostic test. Mass communication. From 1902, mass communication start. That has been there. You understand? I found so then get some courses. And let us kind of grade you get. All the years here. You go take that and test that entrance test. If you not pass you know you come. But that don't really mean to say the entire credibility of the last results. No, and also
so people are disappointed that if they get a requirement but not make it to the university. Are you disappointed?
No, you never make it this time. Now this time I come.
Are you satisfied?
No, we are happy, we are satisfied that more Pikin they pass the WAS now.
But
you understand? No, so you never make it this time. No me say you not gonna make it up again.
That means they literally drop out.
No, you still get your work. Next year back, next academic year, you can apply. You can apply, and they come. You can apply, you understand? Then, based on your preparedness for that particular exam, you can go pass now and get admission. The fact remains, you already don't pass once. That is already a stepping stone to higher learning. It is a transition for you. From school for going to higher institution of learning, like tertiary institution. You already don't get that. Nobody is going to take that from you. And now we get a lot of public, private universities coming up as well. You can go there. Everybody wants to go to their university, understandably so. Because now the traditional university is all sabi. Now they will believe they get credibility. You understand? You will see the programs. Private universities are quite apart from the course. Some of them are not that too expensive, but they really they coax people every day for apply for good. And most of them are also offering them courses there when public universities they offer. But people just believe in the public universities, so they go there. And the public universities, the infrastructure they get right now, no way to take that large number. So if they set test doesn't really mean they are doubting the credibility of the exams, whether they pass or they can't, because we already be done get institutions where don't they set the exam in spite of push time grade that you get, they can't take a mass communication. You go IPAM, most of the department there, they don't care the grade. Then they don't in place for long time. Even commerce, some of them courses there, it don't in place long term. You apply a good grade, you don't go take the entrance exam.
Okay,
so this is not new.
Yeah, with me, because I don't forget to ask you for you take on this particular free quality education, because it's very important and central to the development of the human resource base alone. And now, still with you, just put together and you said we get a look at when they say and respond and we can look at it. Still with you. Now, when we talk about unemployment and how the university they cater for less people in Kano and their work. Now, I can tell you for a fact, we get a union of unemployed graduates in the country. There is a union already formed by graduates who have graduated but another job and they're not moving for like create one for themselves or so, because the university or the curriculum nor they speak nor they aligned with the job market. In 2020, for example, or rather 2019, the Chinese government catered for creating employment for 10 million graduates for that year. Our population in Sierra Leone is a little about, going by the midterm census, it's just about almost 8.1 million, larger 8 million, right? Now, you can see a Chinese government cater for 10 million graduates, which surpass the population by over 200 million. So you can tell me what are the plans? Because that's one of the things that we president make commitment for address the huge unemployment gap and for make sure say the free education or the free quality education actually address that particular problem.
Well, so Mibola, one thing I tell you, when you don't get education that you aid, university education or higher education, you understand? You always don't prepare you for, if you look around, for let you get the initiative for pushing stuff before. You get plenty countries all over the world where people then cause the thing that they do today. They never learn after university. But when they came down, if you go for instance at the challenge, you're gonna go this street. Most of the guys you meet there where you do business and so they're Nigerian guys, they are masters holders. They never apply for job in the office. They just go, they empower themselves academically. The next stage they say, I can go into business. Then go some side, get small capital.
Then get access to finance.
No, that's where I'm coming. That's what I'm saying. Fine, we are doing it as well. With the Munafa funds. Now the government can Munafa fund at 9% interest rate. A lot of young people with their business initiative don't take advantage of the opportunity now. Then get small businesses. You understand me? That is right. If you say no more when you get degree, and they come.
Okay.
If waiting,
how does it do? I mean, the selection process.
Well, me boy, so now this government, how will they be first time? We all think our government and the controller. We know this so. We got public-private partnership. It is the same thing we are doing for agriculture. Then thing they are like the Munafa funds implementation for let's be honest with you. We need to the financial services providers then. You understand? I don't know they in the business of microcredit. We make them apply, we screen them and go through the process, then qualify, we give them money and they let them give people them and manage their money and they. The same thing we do with agriculture. All the machinery you don't bring not to government the manager. We got machinery. If you ask now this street now, then we show that the office day. Now the private sector now the manager. Because the private sector now the same thing we go with government bosses where they bring car. Not to we that SLT is going to become a regulator. We give private sector back for manage. Now the private sector now they develop economy. We don't lose sight of that one day. Now we could be so. But government not able to business full time. Okay, so you get the private sector all over. So that is why not land on this one. Yeah. That is why when you train your citizens, always tell them say this university degree you get. Now just a step for go out there into the world and make something. That is why Americans, when they educate their citizens, even in most other countries, yeah, then they educate you for letting you know say you for go create job for yourself. So, what should they go put in? If you don't get how many offices are organized alone, For all the graduate and go to the offices and they not they work. So that is why you create business opportunities. Look agriculture now. We got people here to study agriculture. Now office now go to. But now machines they don't come. We are going to mechanize farming. Almost my really don't decide say me na graduate, but I go to my village. We get farm there. When I will get bush there, I go hire a machine. Some man don't try. Today they are wealthy. Yes, yeah. Man they will come out say, I go to my village. I go make farm. Okay. You understand? So opportunities are there everywhere. Now you do not apply yourself.
Joe, I will come back to you. They can talk about agriculture. They will look at accountability before we round up. Let me come out to Tailu. I will come back to Akaloko. Now, from Joe in submission, what do you think about this free education and how it is cater for address, the unemployment gap and speak to the demands of the job market?
Yeah. In the first place, I think that the joy of every parent or every student who they go school for pass exam, because if they go school, the essays are forget good results at the end of the school year. So I think it's a very good thing nowadays. We just be proud of. We will begin the pass rate the high, because like it was, maybe you don't sit one time, government don't pay for you. If you fail, it is possible you might not have that opportunity. So I was a teacher. That was what that have been telling me. Now the opportunity is where government go now for part to make use of them. We say it is possible you might never go to school again. Now, yeah. So make a land. Yeah. Now, like no one don't part. Me when I sit O level, now O level will be sit. I sit O level, I'll be work as teacher for 4 years before I go college. I go to Maga, accommodate, I go for a big college, accommodate, I do my master's from Chala. So the pass rate is high. That's what we'll be proud of. But it's not possible for everybody go. Like me, case, I work for 4 years before I go to college. So it is possible. They won't really go university. When they get a grade, they get the qualification. They'll be happy with that because no need to go study again for go pass. When the opportunity comes, you can go and study. That's joy of it.
The concern here is now that the teaching and pass, they pass plenty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's accept the passes were genuine. But why is it that they could not prove themselves when they go 60 entrance exam?
That is so all over. Just like when Joseph say, when I go apply for a job, when I don't get the same qualification, when I go for interview, people will fall on the way. We're gonna go to public exam, people will fall on the way. When the last time you go see that exam day, they're in a good psychological mind. They're in a stable mind for see that entrance exam. But that doesn't mean that is going to be all and end all. It is possible you might have an opportunity, another opportunity. The good thing about that, you have your qualification.
Okay. Now so the own case, certainly, of course, probably now the resource constraints you get will make you can't teach more for small things before you go university.
If you don't want to go university, you don't go university, you get scholarship.
I know.
You have to have money to find money.
The point here is that the picking and pass, let's say you have 800 students in your class. 20, you promote them, go to the next class. Then in the next class now, the father say, okay, no conduct entrance exam for that. We don't give promotion for Canada next class. Then let's say 20 of them pass, 780 of them fail. Wouldn't you be concerned that you not do well as a teacher?
Definitely, I'm not because anybody. The joy of a parent and the student will pass exam, you will be happy. Okay? But that is not the end of it. When you don't pass, like now, the requirement or the entry, the candidate wait for going to university. And Boku, you understand?
The point where I actually simple and straightforward. If you as a teacher, because you don't teach now, to me, you don't teach. If you don't give promotion to 800 beginners, then promote go class 6. You don't teach the class 5, they promote go class 6. Then 6 exam. Only 20 pass. Only 20 pass. 780 fail. As a teacher, they will say you not do well.
That is it. But when you talk about public exam, no person beginning for go to public exam. You understand?
When you
public exam, I don't pass.
The estimation is that the public exam will pass. It rather pass the entrance exam will go to the university. So at least even if people are fail, definitely in every exam you won't get failure, but a considerable number or a significant number of them for pass.
are not
But
like that.
now here is the opposite. A significant number of them failed the entrance exam.
That is sad. That is sad. But the good thing about it, they will try the next time. The good thing about it, they don't pass the public exam. If you fail now, that's not the end. When you fail, try again.
Okay.
Next year you can enter. And person will say, it's the all pass entrance. They're not going to accommodate the all.
But at the time they pass, then they will put a list now na sub-list where they wait for deferred entry. It can happen in any case.
Deferred entry?
Yes.
Because next year, more passes to occur.
Okay, so more passes
Equally so, like what Joseph say, people want to access government-owned institutions. We get a lot of private universities now. When they schedule students to come on board, like recently I'm listening to this college now, Machaka. This kind of what they call Canada. Okay, they don't get status, they don't university status. You understand? Then they schedule for students to come. Now, most of the people they will fail. I think you get the requirement. If you fail that entrance exam, you get the requirement. Why you go apply under? You get any mark. You're a university that you're ETU. Because one thing we observe, but people when they pass, they prefer let them know the ETU. They look at it. They look at where I, you know. So maybe you know the status, you know. So everybody wants to go for a bit. You want to go Jala. And remember, it increased. When they want to know everybody, you know. What is it? And I'm fighting. We're beginning to pass.
And now they will go to and Kaloko. Now, looking at this particular viewpoint, that the significance of number of sitting and pass, but when they take the exam, entrance exam, when people pass the exam, where they take, where they gain admission, we qualify them for entrance university. The significance of number of them is not for full exam.
That's one very, very unfortunate. If not me, any exams where I don't pass, if I may understand it, now the same question and we'll get it. Now the same. Objective question. So if I don't pass exams, any way then draw that question. Even if I sleep, then wake me up for able to pass. On the other hand again, why a government not for able to provide accommodation for students and for apply? That's very unfortunate on the part of government. Therefore, just find how for console some of them picking. Some of them are now they don't go into Okada riding, petty trading. Who knows if they will develop the same zeal next year for continue their academic journey. We who grow up now the South now, we see how we manage for C2 exam, na tickets to go college. Some of compare the moment they go into business, but you say, but I don't begin all money yet. Why again I for go college? And again, the neglect of government on the part of the GTI, the SIDAC nabo. Then the SLOIC, then technical. This middle level manpower courses, they're very important to the growth of any nation. Go to the house in Egypt now. Go to the lecturer, they are not even paid. No. Go Ferry Junction. You almost cry. These are not well equipped.
They're getting equipment. So, for example, if you get people the way they apply or do mining engineering, for example, do they have the equipment them to train them out for you? Because there was a time this when mining industry started between 2013 and thereabouts, where even for Ghana from Ghana, but we have people where we don't graduate at FCC with and then degree them, but they don't be applying in practice. Practical skills they don't get, and they only learn the theory. Don't you think our public universities are somehow overrated?
Standard are falling. That's the thing. You go there, all you do is theory. You can't at the ground. But look, even this math concept, what they do. You know, most of the students, they don't expose them to a series of writing. You get to expose the students to more of practical. What's important are the all time are the old and also this degree, forget degree. Some people just require forget a knowledge, technical knowledge at the age and continue with their academic journey. After a while, they create their own employment, then they live their own life. But if you don't set a system wherein like you need to be member of a political party, forget a job. So even at the end of the day, you don't qualify with your best degree, you can't go, you don't get connection, you know they get job. You get most of them cases and most of the time with MD then they fail. Because then they employ most of the people out of favoritism. They know they allow the right people and forget the job. on the part of the students, if me not part of this government, I will just make a statement. Say we are sorry that with all these parties, we're not able to provide accommodation for the college. The college not able to accommodate to all. Then go find way out for try for expand on the institution. Then we get more of them students they are incorporated into the various institutions, so that then go pursue the courses.
Okay.
Just completely. If we come to the next issue, yeah. So then in there now. First of all, see me where they can government. We need to commend this government, yeah. When you don't introduce free education, first of all, people take advantage of opportunities. You know where all of this came from? Maybe they found a question, but all over the place will be the opposition. Most people and so many say they parallel up and down. They are the whole school. Just 5,000 or somebody be their fee. The other secondary school, 20,000, 25,000. They'll be there thousands, tens of thousands, and then they go school. Now then tens of thousands, so nobody go school show. They also free quality education. If you tell us they will cater for it. Now they don't cancel a school. You understand? First of all, we have to be grateful for that, because if not to be preserving free quality education, they were all going to become societal misfits. Tomorrow, now be around before this and that waiting. You understand? Today they have a future. They get future we guarantee say I go able to get when somebody get basic education ahead and when in illiterate. Now two different ways than they think. You understand me? Now we always want to forget challenge the day, because when you start, don't forget challenge. If the people don't come Boku, that is why if you give the interest on the free quality education project, $27 million, the government distribute to schools all over the place for rehabilitating schools, for expanding this and that, because for take people there. The university said they do the same. Now they expand the university. You understand me? With the new one, this one I tell them how to expand to university. Then I'm a guy, they expand to university. This year, talk about a future, now a polytechnic. Future teachers call it a polytechnic. You understand? People they get skills now they when they use to for better. Now you also be trouble. People they in the business. Well, later on, they said they're going to business. Well, this is what I'm saying. You mean saying a way person get the green money I don't better? No, sir. So if the person goes to basic education, decides say I'm going into business. Some of them friends and they go look at them today. They are prosperous businessmen. They got money by you right now. You understand me? So not only the right people don't because if you say this man or not. That is why we are encouraging people. Look at Bill Gates. Now university today, you know wrong. He said enough. It can't start something. Today, not one of the money man in the world. Others, this is what other people have been doing. Now we don't bring technical education. Look DSCI, we don't bring. A lot of young people don't go into innovation. You understand? Look this year, because of the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Where government they pay for gap picking, we don't know they pay. You get a lot of gap picking who don't go into university for go take science courses. Before this time, they were shying away. We won't be the future saying I'm male preserve. No, man and woman are the same sense again. Today, we don't get a parity between girl beginning and boy beginning in school. First, when you do a survey, you go get 70% boy beginning in school, so 30% girl picking. Today, now parity, they don't equal. And the girls are doing more.
The completion rate will be the same.
No, well,
the way more girls in the drop out of school.
Well, these are things to address. Now, stages. Now,
from the ministry.
Yes. Yes. So these are things you address going forward. Now, challenges and one in there. You understand, eh?
Yeah.
You address them going forward. Now, at the primary level, completion rate will increase. Still in the MCC, take note of that. So the secondary rate will improve. A lot of things are being put in place for that. So, okay.
So let's go now to agriculture.
Yes.
Now, food security now one of the fundamental pillars. You get me, for sustenance of a nation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 2021, WFP produced a report, Sierra Leone vulnerability, food sustainability report, where should say about 66% of the population they face food insecurity. Mm-hmm. Recently, again, they co-produced a report, the WFP and that of the government, co-produced a report where they talk about 1 million people facing hunger, about 2 million more facing acute hunger. In the midst of all this machinery where China don't they give this aid, don't they get for agriculture development and this and that? Why are we still facing food insecurity in there?
Yeah, so Yes. Because in our country, the way President Bill come, he always ever be done there, we not address him. This is a country, we got the right climate, we got 6 months of rain, we got 6 months of sun, we got over 65 to 70% of land fertile for agricultural productivity. No way she don't know. We've not been doing anything as a country. You understand? Then country they want to go buy rice from. Most of them, now they only a million in population. But then they go there and then they eat it, we don't go buy from them. We are just 7 million.
And government say they subsidize about $240 million every year on just the importation of rice.
Well, no subsidy. Now the foreign exchange they go out. So I'm glad we bring down the cap. I come.
Go taxes. The taxes the way government.
Okay, yes, of course, taxes, yes, that's subsidy.
The amount of about 240 million.
Yes, then taxes then are the GST, goods and services tax, and import duty. They're not the price. If you calculate that for year, that's what the vice president is talking about. But the other way they tell you back now, the one member when they take foreign exchange for go buy and bring and carry to the country. We should not be doing that. Now the president say no, we can't go with your food. This up now this now. If you don't mind, if you get chance, can't turn now. The rest of people produce this year, not they produce last year. People they farm there, especially the bully land, which are the tractors in the work. You see, they see hundreds of hectares where they grow less. If we continue to go at this pace in the next few years, you said you go talk say it better. If it's not better by the price where you go buy, but availability you go there. Then secondly, it will reduce that for in exchange they say out for imports. Already we don't begin get them signing they say importation don't begin the less. Because like now when people they harvest so then they harvest, then now they buy imported rice. The rest they don't harvest, where they don't go for themselves, now they eat. You understand? But Lawrence, before this time, we did not have mechanized farming. Yeah, you know that we don't get. Whenever they bring tractor they got force in this country, then they can't give people when they use it for go base for wood, build or and this and that. That is why I told you we now have a machine in every district. Then combine harvesters, then tractors, power tillers, and what have you. There are no stations every day, and that is why not a government manager, because if a government manager, some man go anchor this for its influence, or go take a go put up, go use up for the wrong thing. That's why the private sector the manager. And it they pay off for people them. Because when you can't hire, in fact, even if you know the money in a farmer, you can't negotiate. They will go up for you when you have it. You do something. Okay, let me
just bring this on board. Yeah. Now, President Bio during the campaign, or in fact, even at the presidential debate in 2018,
yes,
he made a raise up a very salient point. He said the SLCC of Pakaba in 2007, when SLCC left power, hand over power to APC, rest today 60,000 for 50 kg bags of rice. And of course, now so we buy less than 70. Now, in 11 years or 10 plus years of APC, we see an increase, a gradual or progressive increase from 60,000 units for 150 kg bag of rice to 220,000, 230,000 units for 150 kg bag of rice in 10 plus years. Now, between 2018 to 2022, they do 150 kg bag of rice. They consume the entire salary because now the minimum wage is 600,000 units. You want quality rice, about 540,000, 550,000 units for that bag of rice. So if you buy rice, it means you don't get money for do any other thing. Why is this so? Amidst all of this support again, because President Biona, the ministers, they all for beginning think about going to the farm.
Okay.
When I come up with also this summer boom rice project, the regional rice value chain project, which is about $34 million. But we are not seeing produce from those activities.
Okay, so let me address it now. So let me address it now. Yeah. You don't need to make an address it now. First of all, the conditions are totally different. Yeah, and then I could tell and say the unforeseen circumstances will later come. If not, they will come. Now, totally different story. You understand me? Now, APC throughout APC day 11 years. Show me any global crisis where really affect the world. None. The only serious crisis when they face now which affect we na this man not river basin, Ebola.
So is that the excuse?
You understand? Come on. Of course it is. Because at the coming now, yeah. When we had Ebola, they say we are the fastest growing economy. Just after Ebola, they complain about iron ore price is so fall, Ebola, we crash for austerity. Now we can't inherit.
No,
you understand where I'm coming? I just need to lay the point.
I just highlight
$4
million.
And they come. Lawrence, I hear you fine. Just allow me. That World Bank project, now 5 years. Now 5 years project.
How much that the project?
You understand me? Now 5 year project and now donor funded. The donors are not even beginning the money yet. You understand me? And that project not just for Tomabo, now also for the Boli Lands and Akambia. You understand? So now make that America, they're gonna have 5 donors them. Supposed to give that money. And don't know the way they tell you give money, they get some kind of elaborate procedure. Where go take you certain 2 to 3 years before they release that money.
Okay, let me
you understand, but in the meantime, and they come. In the meantime,
you this World Bank funded regional bank.
Not a World Bank, not a World Bank they fund ourselves. But Islamic Development Bank, Africa Development Bank, and so on.
Against this summer boom, alleged corruption practices we get to do with the procurement of certain implements and farm tools and other things they will for you. Last series now. The Tomorrow project not really gets underway. It's like how you forget on that. You need to happen there. No. They just test the farm, not to that $34 million investment in one day. And this January, then they go for harvest that yesterday. They will say, "Una go there, July you go there, una go see." You understand me? The new project, rice production, don't consider the producers. First of all, the variety, you have to have like minimum of 3 month varieties. When you go produce like 4 times for a year. And also that variety for be high yielding. If for instance you plant 1 hectare now, you go large, let me give you an example. Yeah. You go get 3 bushel rest now, then high yielding variety there. If you plant same 1 hectare, so say we'll do 20 bushel. You don't go for the one in the back as well. For that you produce when you eat, you export. So all of them things they are on course. You go for get irrigation facility. Irrigation and they say you get water 2 hours a year. We now 6 months go water now. So if you never water 2 hours a year, you're not able to farm 2 hours a year. By January they start construction of the irrigation at Tomabo. The structures are being put in. You go for put them and they in place before you really they start that kind of mass production the way you talk to. You understand me? Those things are happening. But what you have for try for emphasize there? One was not built in a day. Then she already happy. So I mean, she will ask yourself the question. You understand? If we started this 10, 15 years ago, we wouldn't hear. No, it was not built in a day. So here is a situation where over 90% of the market. To the medium-term national development plan. So if all the investment they don't be fulfilled or implemented or completed, definitely not for the issue. No. We say we invest live on Facebook. Listen now, let's just make this point slow. Of course, they live at KENEMA outside the government, they report in activities to media. We say just to say from the SCORECARD, Ministry of Information, Abuka Local Paper, entirely Abubakar Taibu from the two society wing at KENEMA district. Yeah. We will invest heavily in agriculture, one of the pillars of the human capital development. And we have done that. We have gone mechanized farming. You know they put rice in a pot 1 minute, you don't cook 1 to you begin it. The fact that we don't go mechanized farming, this year just a month ago, President Commission, brand new machine and Marco don't carry it. You understand? So it tells you we are making progress. President don't fulfill permission because he said we'll go mechanized farming. I will start mechanized farming. And so whether you go begin it, you belly full and waiting, that has to take time. No, I addressing acute hunger. Insecurity. That is where we started. We seem to be way behind in terms of addressing. That is where we have started. Now look at you say, if you can now, the family people they make this year, they're bigger, far past the one they make last year. So people then go get you for it for the next almost month. Why should they buy it? They don't buy it now. Necessary they make farm. But if they so the rest way they eat a vegetable. Now in family they pull up. Place other government officials they want to every weekend they kind of their farm there. They kind of they harvest. What is the position they eat? That's the way we have to go.
It cannot happen overnight. Then I also have a country where you talk about the yes business. Two different situations. We are the one in the 11. I ask you, a global situation. This government can apply just 1 year or months. Now we get COVID. Any economies that will be very strong when they do very well. COVID crash all, including the great United States, UK. No, they crash.
But government already support to do this COVID thing.
Come on. No. Don't even go there.
We see so much more commitment from World Bank and make a
realize you now. Yeah. Now because of COVID, the shutdowns and all the rest of it, government revenue dropped significantly. The vice president talked yesterday. So whether revenue drop, you don't take first COVID. Not to international partners and number government resources can one. That's means what we get now where revenue generation don't work because of shutdowns and everything during COVID. Government resources then resources now for the take for put project where they put for now. If COVID not come, you understand it? No, you also get this Russia-Ukraine war. And which you also have to understand the climate change factors. The way we're intensify now, it intensify so at no time like the world in history. Yeah. You get massive rainfall now where they destroy farmlands and who's how they import food from. You get fire where they destroy farmlands and from who's how they import food from. We get droughts where they make it impossible for grow food. Now country they also how they import food from. Plenty southern of the world. The world they experience shortage. Starting from COVID, where the world will produce pre-COVID production 30 days. Whether not per fuel or not per food or what do you want me to produce before Corona come? The one able with that same amount up to this time. Then now Russia, Ukraine will come. How you connect? Most of the fuel they use now comes from Russia. Russia got sanctions. Just quite 2 months ago, the tell us say the world will consume 10 million barrels of oil every day. OPEC meets. They put a number 2 million barrels.
Because they want to force people to buy from Russia.
So what does that mean? It means the price goes up.
And
you understand? So we
build bilateral relation with Russia. Now, our geopolitical understand more, yeah. Now, the same countries that will slam sanctions on Russia, say we not buy from Russia the way they go. Then they pass back and buy from Russia. So what precludes us from buying from recently Russia give me aid. They give me vehicles them dump trucks there. We're even doing the present us.
So me you know say now oil market companies the blue fuel come into Sierra Leone. Not to government directly. Government just reduce the taxes. So they two issues then they make a totally different. If when I just run up on this 1 minute, yeah. When ABC becomes 2007, Pakaba left from their HIPIC funds, nobody keeping a central bank, over 500 billion. That was what they inherited. Pakaba almost completely Muna. That was what they inherited. Pakaba left this country over 80% debt free. That was what they inherited. It was an economy that was healthy. Versus what we inherit, I've just told you austerity. You know that nobody can challenge us on that. Now they declare austerity. And until they left, austerity never ended. And you know what austerity is? Austerity is very scraping to survive. That was what we inherited. 1 year, some months down the line, Corona come. You expect magic? It doesn't happen. You know, when Obama became this recession, you know, address her in 4 years. Even though they are the richest country in the world. It took him 2 times. Yeah. So as you say, I will now let me understand.
One last question to you on this significant issue. Talking about the reserve, when to inherit, when to inherit. I mean, this let not appear as people politicize discussion, but these are things that. No, but are you being a gun? Are you being 11 years? Yeah, I make a this 4 years. So I have to go there. Or I have to go there. The presidential. Now you counter. I don't politicize issues. Yes. Let's not go up between 2018 to now. Practically. Now, we international reserves don't depleted significantly for about 49% from $960 million in this year alone between last year to now. Now we get a little over $500 million now with international reserves. When you read the budget speech, he did it when the Minister of Finance presented this year to government. So you find out say we reserve the deplete. I mean, by the day, and that will affect the economy greatly if it reduces further to because it's about 46% 6% depletion rate. So if it depletes further to about 70%, definitely it will affect with purchasing power the international market and all of that one. How is it that governments they allow all of these things to happen amid the inflow of support they get from development partners, foreign partners, and so on and so on? Then you talk about the austerity inherited by this government. Now let me give you a scenario. Here is the government where criticize the former government for what they call bloated cabinet, creating ministries or departments or agencies then will not be necessary at all. But when you, President, you took up governance in 2018, within 2018 to 2019, we don't say a proliferation of agencies, departments, you name them. Some of those their functions them actually now just duplicated functions.
Like which one?
Now you get a Ministry of Environment, you get Ministry of Western Region, Western area, you get the Environmental Protection Agency, you get other climate change protection agencies, everything attached here too. Then you get a good number of foreign embassies, even now Egypt, now Turkey, all of them sided there. Where before this time, most of the Amazon region there. So we don't get you get the same personnel there. We get the highest ever number of deputy ambassadors appointed to serve in high commissions to the foreign embassies. These are all, so it's like a scenario, a movie where I watch. Let me just before you respond. Now, there was people at this bank. The bank does not come. They can't say, okay, they don't sit at the bank, they call police and when they call. So before they put out the figure of the amount they see, they decide to do an assessment for how much is money and fee. When it is money and fee, they're not posting money on it. When the bank manager they can, they see that it's money don't see. So they use that opportunity, they clear $30 million from the bank. Then they put out a statement saying now the man and go with $50 million. So the man and them they watch him use that for no more than 50. So when they say $50 million, when they go check now more than it's now $20 million.
Okay, so thank you for all the waiting call. Now, here is my response.
Yeah.
First of all, this time government will get the citizens at heart, they get the country at heart. Yeah. Now make you see the interventions there so they happen. Now we can start with the exchange rate before I come to the other issues where it is. The exchange rate, yeah, and no, sorry, not for exchange, the foreign reserve. Yeah. Now, the minister make a very clear. We take from foreign reserve for bring products coming to the country. Yeah. Now make a start for tell you say the scenarios are different. What did that man be the face? We come in totally worse situation. Now here is it why? Yeah. We foreign exchange first time. Then oil market is coming there. Come up and never clear access. When they go bring fuel come from out of the country, where Russia, Ukraine, one of them don't carry it. They have their agents out there where they even trust them. They go to take, they can sell, let them pay. That was how they were operating. You know what is happening now? And now you cannot know why make that exchange rate, that foreign exchange, that kind of cycle. No, they don't trust. Because I don't think it's a shortage in the world. First of all, before COVID, there was shortage. Then once Ukraine war don't come, it don't create more shortage. Because of all that shortage in the world now. Now, mama with 2 hours business in the world now. If you don't pull cash money, you pay. They're not give you fuel for going inside. You have to buy it cash. Come out any ask oil marketing companies. They will tell you this wire. If I don't tell you that, they never believe it, they tell you. They oil marketing company there. We say they go pull foreign exchange. All the central bank and any provider for them. Because the central bank not provider for them, we don't just feel like this country. You know, we don't go shortage 1 to 10. You know, we say don't care who go. Government always they happen. Now the government always don't intervene for they provide that foreign exchange for them. Because when they go buy now foreign exchange, when they can't sell, now the owner they say nobody will take you any side for green market. So you see where the problem is coming from? The same thing back with the rest. I don't think they can make things factor. They don't destroy from there. Food shortage in the world. Ukraine is one of the countries where they produce beaucoup food for the world. Yeah? They get war. So that food shortage in the world. They sell that. Now money are back now going and they ask for. So the pressure is there. For any commodity there, you know where we make law and shorting at the country. If they're shorting, now more problem for you. Government no one and you understand? So this is what is responsible for that. Now we come back to the ministry the way you talk about. Come on, environment are the most topical issue in the world. Now COP27 the convention in Egypt. Everybody is concerned about environment because of climate change factors. We of course we are one of the countries where prone to climate change factors. You understand the world. So if they don't tell we say we are the third most vulnerable country to climate change factor. They don't tell you that. And the environment is responsible. You go slow before you have a foot in the what? So we go for escalation with level of intervention. When you create a ministry not an agency. Ministry, the minister sits at the highest decision-making level. When also you engage international partners for support, the ministry they do that directly. An agency cannot do that directly. If you don't have a ministry, the ministry does that on its behalf. This EPA, now the but now we don't get a ministry. Yeah, them advantage in all economies, international support, local support, in terms of budgetary support, decision making, all of that. The same thing with gender and children's affairs. Look how that is now. President is a point where for let them get the kind of attention they forget in terms of service delivery. Now we see that expect them there. So when look at the way they perform. I mean, at the same time, make a just land with this. You talk about personnel, not to new people and the recruits. Then agency they are already beginning staff. Oh, some of them ministry they are already shape so. They begin department, they begin staff where they ministry the department. They expand and then they are a department in there. Now they count at the ministry and so. Not to new staff that they hire. Now just the minister, one guy they can't deputy full stop. So they tell so you know they really increase no cost. But some of them fair office where they put up. No, when they want to never get your own advantage. You understand me? We need international support at the in times they are. Yeah, the more you open up yourself. So if you get one country where they cover 30 countries now, and you know to effective, like so you get one now, you go also meet the you put other one day. So instead of this they cover 30 now, it will cover 10. You understand? I think it makes a lot of sense.
More time, some other time completing the job and also here of their job. So let me just come to Abuka Loco, make it just
and even some of the most powerful nations in the world, like the Germany, so always get an embassy for the Mano River Union, they always dinner Accra. So once in a while, and they just come, do one or two to them. So now almost get all time. On this agriculture and food security business, I don't know. ACC said they don't investigate. Tomorrow, we don't know nothing. Make them tell what they investigate. Since it's nothing. Well, if nothing all this, let them come back, tell me, say, we don't do nothing. So, no, on the other hand, government, they're not appointed for Kangi excuses. We've been a campaign, you know, they put, say, if I'm not able, I would say, you come for deliver. That's a deceptive. You that's a deceptive. And they always get forget issues in the world. Even if new government can't today. So if you say because of those issues, you're not going to do that. That's part of life. No, how is a fight against for another issue? It's important as the government. It's one now, almost everybody has one at the country because things not go right. No divide this country the way APC come a new country or SLP will get a new country. No channel the development aspiration. Like for all we now want people like all mango and Joe together.
Okay, thank you very much. That's the voice of Abuka Loco, managing editor of Success Newspaper. So I round up now with Abubakar Tribal from Society PGT campaign for.
Yeah. At the end, we discussion on the food crisis. Joseph talks say much has been done by government for do something about the food. But only thing, the escalating cost of food items like cause for concern. The average man get proverb, we pretty hungry. You see, food is dry, food in a fire. How long that food go in a fire? it will become impatient. So if you go look at the market price of goods, they then go up every day, and the earning power of people, easy. So I think now, all down the way, government go really try the cost of things, particularly basic food stuff, it go high, and people most do not get the earning power. So like this Tomabon and this Cambia Bully land where you see the work project day, the faster they do it, the better. Because people, it is difficult to convince the average person. They say, wait, we make fun, but it is see every day the cost of basic goods they go up and the earning power is not there. So now it cause for concern. Yeah. So
Okay.
thank you.
So thank you very much, and Fambulam all over the globe. You don't watch we now Weird, we an online accountability platform where the being comes to regular updates, news, and analysis of political governance, economic, social, and every other issues and happening inside Saloon. And of course, within KENEMA Naya. And so we want for Lefuna today and the Tata, Gina Lawrence Williams. So we start next time.
Well, that have been a man from KENEMA, Lawrence Williams, we be actually the try for tell you about things that really happen over there. Well, until meeting.